You know, the Rockets and Nets recently made a huge trade with the Cavs and Pacers. I think you know about this trade. It was pretty big. And the Rockets now are stuck with this roster. Huh? Whoa. They have a young dude, Kevin Porter Jr. He's a pretty good young player himself. I didn't see him in the tweet, because I just looked back at this. But this roster's pretty old. 30, 28, 31, 30, 27, 35, 27, 27. And most of the guys that are on this team that are young just ain't that good. At least we have Christian Wood. And he's a beast. That's all I can say. He's a beast this year. 23 points a game. But we do have issues on this team. This team is a whole meh. So let's go ahead and okay, first I'm gonna have to go to some My League settings. Just in case, we're gonna do that on. We're gonna propose some trades. Starting with, we're gonna trade PJ Tucker. And we're gonna trade him to the Timberwolves. For Josh Okogie. Okay, we can get Josh Okogie for PJ Tucker and 2 second-round picks. Yeah, I think this trade would be worth it for Houston. Josh Okogie's a young wing, and PJ Tucker is a good shooter that the Wolves can have. And plus, he's an old fart, so the Rockets definitely shouldn't want him. They need to trade him. This trade actually looks really good. They do have to give up 2 second-rounders, but they do get a very good young player. Okay, very good is a stretch, but he's good. Proposed trade. We're gonna trade Dante Exum. Well, we're gonna keep him for now. Throw him into a trade later, probably. We're gonna trade Ben McLemore, who is a great shooter. We're gonna trade him to a team in need of shooting. Okay, I don't know if they're in need of shooting, but they have nobody? Horton Tucker. He's not bad. Kyle Kuzma. He's not a bad player. And we're gonna give up. Let's do another second rounder. Okay, this trade I think is worth it as well. Kyle Kuzma's pretty young. Ben McLemore, he's pretty old. Why not? And Kuzma's better, and second round picks are almost always a pile of nothing. So now we have Kyle Kuzma as well. A 6'10" small forward who can also play power forward, who's got a good 3-point shot, but he can't rebound, can't play D, at least not very well. He's a solid but not great defender. And then proposed trade. We're gonna go ahead, trade David Nwaba to a team that would be in need of some good defenders. A young guy like Cole Anthony might be possible, but no. What about this guy? He's a 76. No. Okay, we're gonna have to use the trade finder a bit. And so let's go ahead, go to the trade finder. Or actually, I think we're gonna keep him for now. Kevin Porter Jr., he could be a good young piece for us. But first, we're gonna have to use the trade finder, man. Eric Gordon, he gone. Let's see. Lowry Markkinen, Culver, Lou Dort. This actually ain't a bad trade right here. I don't mind this. Lou Dort is not a bad player. He's a solid guy. We do have to take on Al Horford's very bad contract. But we do get Lou Dort. I think it's worth it. So let's go ahead. And now we can actually throw... That's another asset we can use in a trade. For later. We do have a very little amount of cap. But Daniel House, on the other hand, yeah, he gone. The Sixers, they want shooting. So we're going to get a first round pick in 2022. And they're going to trade Furkan Korkmaz for him. Nope. Daniel House for Furkan Korkmaz. Yeah, that's a pretty good trade. Furkan Korkmaz is a good shooter. Daniel House is a pretty good shooter, but Furkan's a very good one. And we're gonna trade Dante Exum. I'm gonna see what we can find. Brandon Forbes, nothing. Patrick Beverly. But we don't need him because we're in a rebuild. Jakob Pertl. Trailblazers pick. I'll take that. Thank you very much. And Kuruks is... It looks like he's a terrible player who's just young. Looks like we can get a huge pile of nothing for him. But this guy Tate, let's see what we can get for him. We can get Daniel Gafford, but I don't think he's worth that. I'm not throwing in that pick. I will trade a second rounder. What happened to that Heat pick? We're gonna go ahead trade David Nwaba as well. No. Okay, player. Oh yeah, let's trade David Nwaba away. And then we'll throw in Chandler Hutchinson. Hutchison. This isn't a bad trade right here. Christian Felicia only has 1 year, and we can just use it as a trade asset. Use him as a trade asset anyway. Like, we can just probably flip him for a first. Yeah, we can flip him for something. Second round pick. Glenn Robinson, but he's 26. I guess we can't flip him. What if we threw in Kuruks? We can get Luke Kennard, but we have to put in a first. Justin Jackson and Mike Muscala. Looks like nobody wants... Okay, let's try this again. This guy right here... These two guys right here... Kuz or KZ, I don't know what this dude's name is. Kuz Okpala? What? But yeah, I want to see... I don't know who he is, but I just love that name. Kuz. It's not even spelled right. Kuz Okpala? Okay, he's a solid player. But solid's the best I can say. Mo Harkless, he's a pretty good defender, but we need to trade him away still. But we do have a solid team now. Granted, still pretty freaking garbage. But it's a solid team nonetheless. Like, we can trade Sterling Brown and Mo Harkless for... Let's see what... A first rounder and Patrick Beverly. We can get a pick from the Pels. We can get Robert Covington. We can get Brooke Lopez. Solid shooting big man. Yeah, I like this. I love Patrick Beverly as a player. And just the fact that he went to Arkansas helps me make this trade as well. Now we've acquired 2 Razorbacks. We could bring in Bobby Portis to make that 3. 'Cause as much as I do like you and your name, 2023 second round pick. Okay. I don't really like these trades. Okay, this pick, yeah, that pick is more valuable. So I'm gonna make that trade. I mean, the Knicks suck, and the Bucks don't. What else is there to say but the pick, even though in 2023 is just more valuable. Ooh, Derek Jones Jr. That's not bad. But, and it looks like it's the best we can get. Even though he is way overpaid. We can use him as a trade asset, though. Are we going to keep all these guys? Of course not. But we are going to keep a lot of them. Like, for example, John Wall won't be staying, but Daniel Gafford will be. Luguentz Dork will... Did I just call him Dork? Ah, me. I'm an idiot. Well, the one who's the dork is me. Like, Derek Jones might be staying, but... mainly because of his dunking ability. Like, let's see. Daniel Jones... or Derek Jones Jr. Why can't I say anything right? Dunk 94. Standing dunk is for some reason an 85. Three-pointer is only a 71. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Player finder, nah. Free agents. Let's look for some free agents so that we can sign them later. Wow, we have no cap. Let's go to cap holds because... why do I have so much cap hold? Player finder, trade finder. So yeah, we have a lot of good players that we can trade. So yeah. And we also have some crappy players that we need to trade. We need to trade... okay, no stuff was found. Okay, so we're going to release... let's... yeah, I'm gonna do a bigger trade next time. But yeah, for now, that's actually a pretty good way to do things. Peace.